Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Parents Playing Games. I'm Rick NSX, and we are going to be jumping into American Trucking Simulator. If you haven't already done so, make sure to check out that first episode on our road to a million. We're going to be taking a brand new company, and in that episode, in the first episode, I think, did 3 jobs, kind of did the starter job and 2 others, and we are well on our way to establishing ourselves as a company and getting to that $1 million. So if you haven't already done that, watch that one and then come back and watch this one. I will tell you, you're in store for some fun on this episode. Things did not quite go as planned, so sit back and enjoy the ride. All right, welcome back. We are going to pick up right where we left off, so I guess I need to go ahead and pick a job. Oh, no. I mean, it's not going to let me, so quick job. Okay, that's not a bad looking drive. That's the one worth the most money, so that's what we're doing. That's fairly easy, right? Alright, what are we driving? A truck? With a box on it. Day cab? It's a Mack? I know we had a lot of fun with one of these last time. Alright, well, let's jump right in. Alright, so... Golly. Can I adjust my seats? No. Field of view. Guess I'm gonna go 90 so I can see at least one mirror. Alright, well, there you have it. I can see one mirror at the left side. I might be able to zoom in a touch. Nope. That's not what I meant to do. Let's see, field of view. What about 80? Alright, that feels alright. I can shift back and forth. Alright, lights on for safety or some such baloney. To get out of here, I gotta go straight, take a left, and then a right out of the parking lot. It's gonna be a 7-hour and 9-minute drive. Okay, the mirror is absolutely in my way. Alright, well, we'll drive along, see how this goes. So we're hanging a ride out of here. Nothing coming that way. A little less certain about what's happening this direction. Oh, yeah, perfect. A police car. Sorry, sir. Yeah, went all sorts of off-road with the trailer there. But it's probably the better option as opposed to running over the officer. So, let's do it. Speed limit 35. What are we doing? 20? Okay. 28. Speed limit. Cruise control set 35. See if the truck will even do it. Taking a left onto the freeway. This is the moment that the speed limit changed to 25, but after several reviews, there was no speed limit sign to indicate this change. This would be important 1.5 seconds later. I just picked up a speeding ticket. 10 over. Apparently the speed limit dropped to 25 across that bridge. Oh, cool. And now he's going to follow me. How exciting. I wish I could tell you that was the worst thing that happened on this trip, but that would be a lie. Well, That is the opposite of going to $1 million, I would say. That was just garbage timing. I wasn't paying attention because I was getting ready for the turn. Kind of irritating. But he got me fair and square. That was pretty slick. Alright, so it seems like there was a better page in here for useful information. 504 miles on this tank. We need to go 379. I think I'm going to go back to this page because I know I can make it on the fuel I've got, so I'm not real worried about it. So, off we go. Bump the cruise control up a touch. I mean, we're exiting here anyway, so it doesn't even matter. I was gonna say, I saw the 75, but this truck, doing 80 in this truck is a whole different kind of trick. I mean, I'd probably argue most trucks doing 80 is a trick, but I haven't driven most trucks, so I don't know. Alright. So we are hauling boric acid, so probably don't have an accident. That's what that means to me. Job's worth $9,000. We're taking it to Primm. So, fun times. Let's do it. So we are, like I said, we are going to, it occurs to me that this actually might be useful. Yeah. We are going road to $1 million. Road to $1 million. So, check to make sure nobody's running this red light. That'd be wild, right? Have an accident that's not even your fault because some NPC ran a red light. What was I saying? So yeah, road to $1 million. Road to $1 million. Now, I've had a little bit to think about this. I'm thinking road to $1 million. Total income, right? Total assets, net worth, if you will, net worth. So that means, as long as I own $1 million in assets, and I don't have any loans due, I think that counts as $1 million. If you're watching the video and you think differently, let me know. And maybe I'll run both. Maybe I'll run to $1 million, which I assure will happen in net worth, way before it'll happen in simply having cash on hand. But I'll let y'all decide, so you guys let me know. Let me know what you want to do. Just know my first target is $1 million net assets. Bank accounts, trucks, trailers, the whole nine. Garages even, I think. That should count. Because that'd be an asset. We'll see how complicated that gets. Alright, looks like we're going to be doing some night driving. It is 8:14 p.m. We're going to be driving till 2:23 a.m., give or take. I see the first star in the sky there, directly ahead of me. Me and this truck are going to have our drag race, it looks like. Alright, so I did see a pretty sweet truck tonight, actually. Funny enough. I don't run around in my real life looking at diesels because I don't drive them, can't operate them. Never really thought about it, I guess. However, I did see a Pilot, a gas station truck, and it had a tanker on it for transporting fuel, petrol, if you will. And what made it interesting was at the back, where the tank is circular still, it had a red outline on it. It was a light, you know, a running light, if you will. Now, I didn't get to see whether or not that thing did any, like, if you hit the brakes, it lights up like a third brake light or any of that, because that would have been really sweet. But it was kind of a neat design. That's all I was going to say about that. Oh, that guy is hopefully not questioning whether he can make that turn. I feel like he's got all day. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, get it, truck. Get through 13 gears. We got places to be. $65, huh? Alright, which means I'm going to set my cruise control at 70. I'll just follow the 5 over rule and pay attention to the speed limit. See, it's a good thing I looked. I'd have creamed that Tesla. Reduced speed ahead. Well, I haven't even made it to the speed limit yet. Ugh, whatever. 45, which means 50. But I bet that sign says 35. Yep, sure did. I bet this guy in front of me is not going to do 30, or 5 over. Nope, he's not even going to do the speed limit, it doesn't look like. Alright. We are taking a right at this roundabout. I mean, we can't go straight, even if we wanted to. Guess we could turn around, but... What are you doing, guy? Where's my horn? Yeah, that's what I think about that. Get on with it. Now, I know how a roundabout's supposed to work, but... I feel like we were good to go there. I see you over there, car, but the lane ends, so I'm bigger than you. I feel like that's the mentality that truck drivers drive with. I don't know if that's true, so don't hold me to it. I don't want to get hate mail or any of that nonsense, but yeah, that guy behind me is like, please get out of my way. Well, there's passing zone up here. He might pass me if I can't get it going. started with 1,500. Our first 3 trips ended up getting us to like 14,700, I want to say, 14,700. And then at the very beginning of this trip, like an idiot, in the first 3 minutes I got a ticket. $700 for 10 over. Which seemed a little steep if I'm being completely transparent. I know I should have been paying attention a little harder, but I was concentrating on something else, and the speed limit went from 35 to 25 on an overpass over the interstate. So, and apparently there was a policeman directly behind me, just happened to be there to give me a ticket. So, yay for that. So, yeah, working backwards a little bit today. I can tell you, after looking at my bank account, or the bank statement, the bank opportunities, they will currently lend me $150,000. I could absolutely buy a nice used truck and probably a trailer with that and take on higher paying jobs. But kind of goes back to what we talked about earlier, which is that might help in the short term. It might help in the long term too, I guess, if you really think about it. Like, could I make enough money to compensate for having that loan to pay it off? Like, would my earning potential be higher by taking that loan as opposed to not taking it? That's kind of the question. I'm sure there's a mathematician that could probably give me a useful answer. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm hesitant to do that because if I borrowed 150, I'm 150 in the hole, which is the opposite of Road to a Million, basically. I'm gonna have to earn just that much more to get back to where I need to be. So, I don't know. Still thinking that through. Still thinking it through. Right lane ends. Well, there's a car in the right lane, so I hope he realizes that he's gonna have to get behind me. Just like I'm realizing these cars in front of me are going nowhere near 65. Which, for those of you at home, is the speed limit. What are we doing? I got places to be, guys. So I slowed down to like 10 because the guy in front of me did, and now they're leaving me. Yep. Here comes a guy around me. Guess he wants to play some chicken. What? Really? That was... okay. Sure. He had plenty of space to move in front of me. I even let up off the gas for him. Chug-a-lug, chug-a-lug. Like it's a little engine that could, man. Like, I feel like we will get there, but golly, it's not making it easy. Speed limit 45. I'd have to accelerate to get to that. What are we doing? Downshift. There you go. Had to take my foot out of it to make that happen. So the one thing I don't know that I understand about automatics in trucks this size is why aren't they more refined? Like, I know they just started the technology. I mean, I know all trucks were manuals up until recently. Probably. But my gosh, it feels like, given how far commuter cars have come with automatics, even up and including, you know, a lot of cars these days have 10-speed transmissions. Is it really that significant a difference to make a 10-speed, 12-speed, 13-speed, I guess, automatic transmission for a semi? Gah, I wish I had that guy's speed right now. You know what I mean? Like, what's the holdup? Is it about reliability? Is that why it's, you know, so I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I'm not even going to try to guess, really. Maybe somebody can put it in the comments. I don't know. It just feels like every time this thing shifts gears, it's like a 4-day process. Amazon can get me a shipment faster than this thing will shift gears. Alright, speed limit's 75. Well, what are we doing right here? 65? Alright. So I'll set it at 70 and then see what happens. Looks like we're going to go through a little city. That's probably why the speed limit went down. Okay, still 65 through here. Oh, looks like we're exiting shortly. Just go ahead and move over. I did check my mirror. That's what I was doing. I'll go ahead and take my foot off the gas. Oh, okay. We're actually stopping to turn right here. I thought it was like an exit to another highway. That's good information. Some part of me kind of wants to go around this guy on the right, but I also know how big the truck and trailer is, so I'm just going to stay parked here because I do not want to have an accident. That'd be the biggest pain. Another $1 million fine. I'd have to buy him a new car or something. Be $30,000 in the hole. What is that? Kind of looks like a Jeep. Sorta? One's a little hard to tell. Could be a Jeep. And I'm thinking Grand Cherokee for those of you keeping track at home. I don't know. I'm not real sure. Can't read what it says. But, what are you doing, guy? Either way, don't want to have to buy a new one. That's all I'm saying. So... I feel pretty confident that swinging that wide is probably a guarantee that my trailer is going to get around it too. Unless it's a really tight curve, intersection type deal. Speed limit's 35. I'd really like to not get another ticket, so... Oh, 45 here. Not that I even made it to 35 by that sign. 55 here. 65 here. Not that I've met any of the metrics that I've previously stated, but I might get to 70. Is divorce big in the trucking community? Is that why there's so many signs for that? That's crazy. I guess in fairness, divorce is like a gajillion-dollar industry as it is in the US. When you consider how many divorces there are. If there was a smart divorce attorney, they'd pay this company to put their advertising in this game. Like, hey, we know you've got divorce posters all over the freaking, interstate. How about if you just change the advertisement to be our ad? Maybe the question should be, is the divorce rate that high in gamers? Because that's really yeah, I'm sure that there are truckers that play this game. Seriously, guy? Either go the speed limit or don't accelerate when I go to pass you. So yeah, maybe it's the gamers, not necessarily the truckers. Or a combination of the two, maybe, I don't know. Again, it probably goes back to the divorce rate in the US. Assuming the company that makes this game is in the US. Or maybe they're not in the US and they thought, haha, what a stereotype. And I'm not going to say they're wrong, I'm just saying, crap. Trying to make sure that I wasn't going to run over that guy. Yes, I know that I was halfway in the lane before I put my blinker on. Y'all just... I'm still trying to figure out the camera thing. Because it's not like driving a 75,000 pound vehicle around. It's a walk in the park. And then I'm trying to change views while going around a slow curve at 70 miles an hour. This guy's gonna let gravity outrun me. He's not gonna go any faster, I'm gonna get slower. I bet he slows down if I run him over. What do y'all think? 55, I'd like to pretend like I've got to slow down, but... the truck's gonna do it for me. Based on gravity. This guy's driving me nuts. Is this the Hoover Dam? Is that where? Yes, it is. Welcome to Nevada. Where the speed limit is... oh, it's still 60. 55, but... ah! Oh boy. We got a little oh man. Got a little wild there. So for those that might not have seen the first one or weren't paying attention or didn't actually care, I am using a flight yoke for this as opposed to an actual steering wheel, which is why it's a little jerky. Just because I just purchased the game on a whim, thought I'd try it out, see how it went, and then decided to go and do a series documenting my road to 1 million. And that all happened within a week of itself. So here we are, but that's why it seems like I'm a little less prepared than like in the normal games I play. If you've seen like the F-14, fully kitted out to do that. No problem. The biggest limitation with that, oh my god. I almost missed my turn, guys. As it is, I still might get run over. So the biggest issue I had with the F-14, and actually I bought an F-18. No, I'm sorry, I bought the F-16 Viper. And I do intend to do a series with that, but I'm trying to decide right now whether or not to do it in virtual reality. Or do another series like I did with the F-14, which was just, for lack of a better word, 2D. Using just the standard look-around keys and stuff like that. So I'm not sure. I think that's the first limo I've seen in this game. I didn't even know there were limos. So that was kind of cool. And Tesla was like, see you later, buddy. He's got somewhere to be in Vegas, apparently. Okay, so we're going to be taking a left at some point. So I'll just go ahead and stay behind this guy. Oh, Sin City, look at that. Here we go. I see you, policeman. I came to a complete stop at this red light. Reasonably behind this Tesla. We got the big spotlights. Must be something going on here. And we're away. Even though it's taking forever. I've discovered a recruitment agency. I can hire drivers from this agency. Okay, I am moving over, although now oh boy. Get out of here. I hear the police car. Probably find him in my rearview mirror here shortly. I wasn't speeding. I honestly wasn't sure about that turn lane. Like, I got in it thinking it was a turn lane, but then that Tesla actually turned left from that lane that he was in, which was the lane next to the lane I was in. So I don't know. I'm also going to make a right turn on red, assuming that's legal here in Vegas. But I don't know, because I have literally never driven in Vegas. The only times I've ever been there have been in a cab. Oh, there's the Luxor. Or the generic version of it. The generic PC version of the Luxor Hotel. The Bellagio, although I'm sure it's not called that. Where's Mandalay Bay? Where are we doing? What are we doing down here? Let's get some hotels. The MGM Grand. Where's the Sphinx? Oh, I see the... Funny enough, I do see the Eiffel Tower there, off in the distance. I don't, however, see... There's the obelisk up front of the Luxor. I don't see the Ferris wheel. And they don't have the new... I don't even know what it's called, but I don't see the big circle. Oh, there's the Sphinx. Okay, that makes sense, actually. I don't see the big globe. The big sphere. I'm gonna hop out of the truck for just a second, take a look around. Y'all see it? Oh, I do see the... Right there in the distance is the Ferris wheel. But I don't see the sphere. I think that's a pretty large eyesore. So... I heard that thing was losing like a gajillion dollars a day in operating costs. It's just what I heard. That's all I'm saying. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, I don't even know what the speed limit is. Probably 35. Yep, 35. Well, this is an interesting intersection. So do I stop here? I mean, yeah, that's where the stop line is, right? We're just gonna have to hope that the police don't see us as we traverse. Okay. Nope, I'm definitely going way less than the speed limit, so police cars don't pull me over. I was going so slow that when I put my foot back on the gas pedal... Oh! What is this guy pulling over? I mean, I can hear the siren, he's not pulling anybody over, so I don't know. I promise, I'm only going 25. I did see that guy speeding though, so pull him over. Alright, and we're off. 50 minutes, 43 miles left. Man, our time of arrival got pushed way back. I think it was like 2:30 earlier. We were an hour behind our initial schedule. Not that that matters, because we're still way ahead of the delivery estimate, so no big deal. $65, you say? I see a policeman. Is this lane end, or can I stay in it? Alright, police officer, you saw my turn signal. Everything I did was legal. $70 is the number. We're never gonna get to that, though. Here we go. We're at 62. But the eggs... Oh! Oh, absolutely not. That police officer faked me out. Oh, that guy's gonna let me over. That was very nice of him. This feels like... Man... How many hours of time is that gonna add to my drive? Oh my gosh. Y'all, I am not even joking. That added like 4.5 hours to my drive time, not being able to exit there. Believe it or not, that's not even the biggest issue I'm gonna face. Hey, I discovered Primm. What is happening? Oh man, I bet. Okay. Probably should have checked my mirror first. That was wild. Sorry about that, chat. Okay, so way station. Agricultural check. One of the two of those. Oh, yep, agricultural inspection. Y'all, I can't even process adding. Almost drove right by that. Adding 5 hours to my drive. That is wild. I might have to turn down the number of incidents on the roadways, because that is crazy. I am pulling in for an inspection. Where'd you think I was going? Stop at the truck scale ahead and activate the icon. Yeah, got it. Cool. Y'all, I am really not very happy about that. We had the time. Oh, yeah, it says you're good to go. Okay, cool. But there's a truck passing me. And the truck in front of me is not accelerating. What are we doing, guys? I know my truck's slow, but surely not everybody's truck is slow. We'll get on the freeway going 20 miles an hour. Alright, so now we do have to look at some logistics. So my next rest stop, I have to rest in 4 hours and 42 minutes. Which coincidentally is how long it says it's going to take me to get where I'm going. Now, thanks to $221 miles. Oh, perfect. Unless I'm reading that wrong, I have 113 miles left on this tank, which means I'm going to have to get gas to make it. This is dumb. There's a good chance I'm not supposed to be in this lane. So, I'm going to outrun this guy and then move over. Speed limit 55. I would like to move over. I think he gave me the good to go symbol. That is definitely not the button I meant to put. Oh, I'm running out of fuel. Perfect! Running out of fuel, I'm in the middle of nowhere. I don't know where I'm going. The only thing I know for sure is I'm going 5 over the speed limit, down a hill. And I suppose at some point I will have the opportunity to make a U-turn. But I don't know when that point is because I don't know where the gas station or the turnaround is, or if there's a gas station at the turnaround. But I have 91 miles to figure it out, and if I run out of fuel, I'm going to be mad. I'm not even going to... Nope. I put my turn signal on, I'm moving over. Alright, so in 1 mile there's a rest area, which helps one problem. But unless that rest area has gas, it does not help the second problem. However, there is a rest area on the other side of the road. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to bypass this for the sake of speed and not losing momentum to get where I'm going on the fuel I've got. And then I will rest on the opposite side of the road when I'm coming the other direction. Because I assume I'm coming back this way too, once I make a U-turn. We'll see. We'll see how this plays out. I'm starting to regret my decision on Road to a Million. Maybe I should have been like Road to 50,000. That seems more reasonable at this point. Alright. So here we are. If that guy's got fuel, maybe I will just pull up next to him. He could, in flight refueling my truck. BMW had a really cool drift video that they did with the 5 Series, or I think it was a 5, it might have been a 3. Either way, they were drifting. They did the world's longest drift, and it was a big circle. And the way they accomplished the fuel reloading was by having a second car drifting at the same speed, pull up next to them, and deposit fuel into a receptacle that was custom built for it, for the stunt. Pretty cool video. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Oh, shoot. Sorry, wrong direction, wrong gear. Alright, we're down to 42 miles. I'm not gonna say this is going well, because if a fuel stop doesn't pop up soon, I'm going to be in trouble. I will point out it was not my intention to build drama. That is not what I was doing here. Although I'm feeling it now. Hold on, can I move over? Yeah, I will. Are these signs that say, hey, fuel ahead? That one says lodging. I don't really care about that. That one said food. Exit 184, fuel. We're getting fuel in Barstow. This doesn't feel promising. Food left. Food left and right and straight. Fuel to the left. Alright, we are going to... That's not a fuel station right there? I guess not. Alright, while we've got a second, let's... Okay, like I don't want to panic quite yet. Okay, I'm gonna go to the actual map, because I'm telling you right now, it doesn't look like there's fuel. Yeah, none of those places sell it. Right? I've got fuel marked. How about unselect everything? And then just show me fuel. Fuel stop. Ta-da! Okay, hypothetically. Wait. Oh, at the exit I should have taken, that's where... Okay, that's fun. If I take a left here, and don't follow the instructions and go back the way I came, and... Okay, I think I got a plan, so... This is gonna be a pain, because... Oh, no, I can mark this. Boop! Seriously? Okay. So you're telling me... Crap. Hold on. Where are we going? Oh, no. Nope. Okay, listen. For those of you watching at home, I think that's my only option. So that's what... Oh, wrong turn signal. I don't even know how that happened. But we are taking a left here. We're going to go down the road, get some fuel. Guys, we got 14 hours to get this where it's supposed to go. And we're 4 hours away, plus 8 for a sleep, I think. I don't know how long you sleep. I don't know anything at this point. Y'all have as much or more information than I do right now. All I know is I need a green light. That dude better be going straight, because he's not coming with me. Alright, so we're skipping the initial idea, which was, I think, the loop here, one of these turns. Yeah, it'd be a loop. I'd be taking a right here. Please stay green. Please stay green. Speed limit's 40. I don't understand. There are gas stations. Why can't I just pull into one of these? Ugh. Alright, whatever. It does look like I'm gonna be taking a right. Let me make sure I'm not gonna run over somebody. Signal ahead. Oh, perfect. It's green. It is wild to me that these gas stations that are down here don't have fuel. What a pain. Technically, this light's green for me if I'd have been going straight, so I'm gonna assume, that's always dangerous, that if it's green for one direction, it's green for everything else. What am I carrying? Boric acid? Okay. I guess I would have expected that to be in like a liquid trailer. And I've got a box on the back of this truck, so that's just kind of where my brain is like, that doesn't compute, but whatever. Speed limit, 55. Which is perfectly fine, because here in a second I'm just going to be I'm going to be rolling. Got 18 miles left. Got 3 gallons in my fuel tank. I cannot actually imagine that actually just going to take my foot off the gas. Well, I say that, but I'm going to set the cruise control. Alright, fam. 2 gallons left. 10 miles. Seven, 6, 5, 4. I am going to let it coast. It's not gonna happen. I am legit out of gas. So, oh my gosh, and it's not even on the exit. Y'all see this? Oh my gosh. Alright guys, I'm gonna break every traffic rule there is, but we're gonna get some fuel. So y'all just close your eyes and pretend like y'all didn't see this. Oh, of course there's a hill. Why wouldn't there be a hill? Gentle. Easy. Easy. Hey, don't be yawning. This is a pucker moment. I cannot believe that just happened. Holy cannoli, guys. How much is 78 gallons? Is that like half a tank? How far can I go on that? 374 miles? How far do I have to go? Cool, thanks for the information. Useless navigation. 163? Okay, that's fine. Holy cow, guys. So, there's another $392. Oh, my fuel expenses are paid. Man, I should have just filled up. I also didn't realize this was the street, so I should not have cut across that without looking. Alright, so I didn't get a ticket. You know what? There's this icon. I wouldn't have thought this was a spot to sleep, but we could kill 2 birds, 1 stone here. Wait, yep, boom. 2 birds, 1 stone. Let's do some sleeping. Alright. Now. Let's get us a map update. How far... We're 3 hours away. We'll get there at 8:36 p.m. Oh no, I'm gonna be late. We gotta have it there by 8:05. I'm gonna be like 30 minutes late. Best laid plans. That is so dumb, all because of one exit being closed. They've got to stop, so it's my right of way, because I stopped first. Y'all, I can... Oh, man. I'm really not very happy about that. I have 2 hours and 38 minutes to get it there, and I've got 3 hours and 18 minutes ETA. If y'all have an accident in front of me, I am gonna lose my patience. Alright, so... we're gonna be late. Wonder how much that dings me. Guess we're gonna find out, huh? That's ridiculous. One exit. One exit was closed. And that took me so far out of the way that I ran out of gas, and I had to sleep, which caused me to be late. That is the dumbest thing ever. All I know is that is not the way we're going to get to $1 million, so we better get with it. I mean, I guess if I go fast enough, I can make some of the time up, but there's no way I'm going to be able to make up now 40 minutes. It's impossible. I'm sure the exit ramp speed is not 60. Although I don't know what it is because it hasn't said yet. All I know is 55 was the last speed limit. Oh my god. Well, it's 40 through here. And there's a police car in front of me. Am I turning here? Is this... No. Next turn. Alright. We got a little flustered because of all the stupidity happening. Please stay green. Please stay green. Are you kidding me? Don't worry about it, it's just time. My blinker is ticking away my life right now. Take your time, stoplight. I guess it would have been a lot to ask to run out of gas and still make it on time. Yeah. Seriously? Our customer expects delivery very soon. Make sure you arrive on time. Thanks. I did not know that. I basically started this out like, Hey, I don't want to make it on time. No. I blame the police. Well, I blame whoever had the accident that caused the police to be out there. It wasn't the police's fault. Somebody had an accident, and it cost me money, and I don't like that. Now, wouldn't it be wild if I get back to this exit and it's also closed going the other direction? I feel like I'm surrounded by police officers. They're gonna give me a police escort back to the exit? Y'all be careful, there's police officers up there. I still have 111 miles to go. I feel like the music is like, hey, it's crunch time, let's go. Like I can go any faster. I just feel like there was no amount of planning that could have covered for that. Like, oh, here's a 200-mile detour. Good luck. Okay, so here's a rest area. This is the one we talked about coming back to, so at least we're kind of back towards the exit. Probably get a ticket for going downhill at 63 miles an hour. There is a third lane, so I'm hoping that's where that truck's gonna go. Because I am not slowing down, so somebody's gonna have to move. Do I have to use that lane, or is it just for slow trucks getting on the freeway? Primm is still 55 miles. Jeez, come on. Oh, look at that. I did claw back some time. I guarantee it's because I'm going 5 over. What if I was going 10 over? How much time do I have to make up? Gotta be there by 8:05. Oh man, I still gotta make 30 minutes up. That's not gonna happen. Not with 57 miles left. Well, and that doesn't even really matter, because even if I put my foot on the floor, the truck's not gonna accelerate. Because we can't even hold a steady 60. Doing 50 miles an hour right now. Time is going the wrong direction. Slow traffic, keep right. As soon as this truck goes around me, I'm gonna double check and move over. Can I move over? Yeah, I can, because you don't have an option. Thanks. I'd flash my lights, but I'll probably get a ticket for that too. Oh, snaps. Alright. I know this truck in front of me is not slowing down now. Seriously. What are you doing? Okay, I need you to downshift or something. Go faster. Crap! Okay. Yes, I know. That was really close. If y'all saw my left side mirror, you know I just cut somebody off. But I got a feeling, backed up by no science, that here in just a second I'm going to be able to go faster. And I'm like pre-planning by going faster already. Maybe not, but it doesn't even matter. So I'm at the exit. So as long as a policeman doesn't see me in the next 10 seconds. Okay. Oh look, I can see Vegas from here. Haha. Should have been a short drive, but no. The exit was closed. Probably going way too fast for that corner. Let's go, light. Turn green. That's what I'm talking about. "10 miles, 12 minutes. I mean, I'm already late, right? So... Oh, that lane ends. Guess if I wasn't checking my mirror, I would have known that. Now, the question is, it's a single trailer, which means I'm gonna have the option to park it as opposed to like set it somewhere. Do I pick up the extra XP, despite the fact that that's gonna take me a couple extra minutes and I will be even later? I'm pretty sure the answer is yes, because I need the XP badly. This better not be a gone in 60 seconds moment where they're like, hey, you're late, so too bad, sawed off. Okay, around the back of the facility. Let's go. Oh, that's crap. Oh, well, okay, good. My trailer is behind me, which means... Alright, logistically, let's think this through. Whatever. Alright. I don't really have time to play. Yes, I know I'm cheating. For those of you that are purists, avert your eyes. And yes, y'all are seeing this as it happens. This might have been... I might have made a mistake here. Whoa! Oh, there is a pole there. So before I smash into it... That's kind of crap, because I'm not against it. Alright. I think I'm gonna have to... This clearly didn't go well. I have a plan. May not be a good plan, but I've got one. Actually, might be the same plan I had a minute ago, just with better placement. Man, this trailer's long? I mean, it's really not. I'm just kind of having a go of it. Okay, new plan. I'm gonna come deeper down this direction and then try that whole turning within my own circle thing. Tony, if for some reason you're watching this, just know I'm better at this in real life than... Okay. This has got promise. Tony's seen me back up at a boat ramp, so he knows I can actually do this in real life. I mean, he's never seen me back up. I'm not equating, I want to make it very clear, I'm not equating backing up this trailer necessarily to backing up a boat at a boat ramp. I'm just saying I can back a trailer up is all. These guys are going to be like, never mind, just... It took you so long, the chemicals are expired. That would be crazy. Seriously, what is happening here? Don't answer that. I feel like I've made this way harder than it should have been. Okay. All I gotta do is get the trailer in, right? Perfect. There's a chance this is the dumbest experiment that's ever happened. It was late, just all around. And I got docked $185 for that. Oh, but I almost made it to level 4. That was miserable. Miserable. Y'all hear me? Alright. Well, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Alright, so we got some new stuff. Okay, so here's what I learned. Over the course of an hour, I made $7,000. That's what that turned into. Now I'm rethinking my whole strategy around buying a garage. Oh, I've already got a garage. Buying a truck and a trailer. Because I might need the inflow of cash. I'm just not sure. Okay, let me think about that. I'm gonna noodle on that. And I'll be back with y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you on the next episode. Alright, so I'm not even going to pretend like that went well, so I guess that's life. If you had fun at all, if you found this entertaining in any way, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so that you can see more episodes, because I will be bringing it to you. Because we're not quite to 1 million yet. So from me to you, I appreciate you hanging out, and I'll see you next time.